Morning, folks. It's Friday here in Waco, Texas. It has been a couple of days since I made a video. I've been so busy working 12-hour shifts the last couple of days and just haven't had the time to bust out any videos. But I got a couple clips for you I wanted to share with you this morning and a drop of good news. Now, this first video clip is of John Bolton. If you don't know who John Bolton is, he is a Republican of Rhino, a political analyst. Was part of the NSA until Trump fired him in 2019. Has been a Trump hater ever since, and he's talking about things we do in other countries. I'm talking about coups, uh, election tampering is, I guess, the best term for that, and all the different nefarious things they do in order to try to control non-American nations, um, the way they govern themselves. Now, it has been a long-standing fact that our CIA and our NSA have been actively involved in many countries' uh, process of trying to overthrow their leaders, subsidize regime change, and whatever else they feel like at the time to push their current cause. Now, I've also got a little clip here at the end, if you stick around, of Ted Cruz telling the Democrats from a bar what he thinks about this 2 beer limit crap that they're trying to push on America, which is not going to work for us beer drinkers out there. 2 beers a week ain't going to make it. But I've also got one more lot of good news for you before I jump into this John Bolton, Mr. Mustache video. Now, I know you know who Judicial Watch is, folks. Tom Fenton. He has got a channel on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, everywhere. And currently on his YouTube Judicial Watch channel, there was an hour and I believe 8 minute long video of him talking with one of his correspondents that worked for him. And they're discussing wonderful news. You know, one of the things that Judicial Watch does is they sue the crap out of people. They get Freedom of Information Act requests. They threaten to sue people. For example, Tom Fenton has put into motion several lawsuits to get more than a dozen states cleaned up voter rolls. Told them, we know you've got issues on your voter rolls. You got people that are should no longer be registered, have moved in different scenarios, and you need to clean up your voter rolls. Otherwise, we're going to sue you to find out why you're not doing your due diligence to make clean and fair elections in your state. Now, I would think something like this wouldn't carry much weight. It wouldn't get very far. It would be stonewalled. But truth be known, there is some litigation going on because some of these states are fighting back, trying to prevent this. But at the same time, Tom Fenton and his team of lawyers, with their requests and I guess lawsuits, have gotten more than 4 million people off of the voter rolls. I'm talking about dead voters. I'm talking about moved voters. I'm talking about non-existent voters that have just been flagged from the work that they have been doing ever since 2020, trying to expose the people that are not supposed to be on the rolls for future people picking processes. 4 million people, and you know there was only 110 million people voted, average voters in an election. Between 110 and 130 million people vote in these elections every 4 years. And when you get about 4% of it cleaned up because it doesn't belong to either party, these are people that can be inflated to either side. Well, they're off of there, folks. Not in one state, not in two states, but in several states. I'm talking 400,000, 300,000, 200,000. I'm talking massive numbers, and not just any old state. I'm talking swing states. I'm also talking about California, Pennsylvania. Tom Fenton has been doing a great job just getting, putting the pressure on in order to do what he can to clean up the road, which hats off to him. Thank God for people like Tom Fenton and so many of these other folks like James O'Keefe that are doing, I would say, God's work to expose uh, this creative cheating that goes on from the left. We got to clean it up, folks, one way or another. Thank God we've got watchdogs like these guys here. And there's many more out there as well, including podcasters that do their part to just expose, which, believe it or not, folks, is helping. all this news media about the Bidens is starting to seep out. And it's not due to the mainstream media. It's due to people finding it on the internet. And that seems to be the best answer at this point. People are starting to wake up and go to small podcasters and just everyday average people to find their information versus going over there to CNN or MSNBC and hope they're telling the truth each and every day. Now, this first clip I got for you here is John Bolton on CNN, and I cannot believe he said this on television. It's either stupidity on his part or just no fear of repercussions for his actions. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below, folks. Everybody have a great day, and you're not going to believe what this guy just said.
Attack on our democracy. It's Donald Trump looking out for Donald Trump. It's a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence.
I don't know that I agree with you. To be fair, with all due respect, one doesn't have to be brilliant to attempt a coup.
I disagree with that. As somebody who has helped plan coup d'etat, not here, but other places, it takes a lot of work, and that's not what he did. It was.
He's helped plan a coup d'etat in other places. Did you hear that, folks? He just admitted to espionage tactics through the three-lettered agency that he worked for forever, it seems like. He's a career politician, totally establishment. Just admitted, like we've done in other countries, created coups in order to, do the thing. That tells you that our three-lettered agencies, folks, are not just policing our country. They're doing their best to police the world in some of the most nefarious ways. And to think that they don't have any say or sway in our people-picking process, they do, folks. Absolutely. There's finding out more and more about that each and every day with the cock-blocking of the FBI, cock-blocking the information from police reports in Muskegon, Michigan, among many other cases. We're going to find out over the next several months that the FBI, CIA, NSA didn't want to hear it, didn't want to talk about it, and wanted to sweep it under the rug. Anything that involves Donald Trump being the winner. Folks, what I got here is Ted Cruz at the bar drinking a beer, popping a top, and telling the Biden administration how he feels about their new attempted guideline suggestions. Ain't gonna work, folks. Check it out.
They're trying to go after and regulate ceiling fans. I got to tell you, it's hot in Texas. We don't want to get rid of our ceiling fans. And now these idiots have come out and said, drink 2 beers a week. That's their guideline. Well, I got to tell you, if they want us to drink 2 beers a week, frankly, they can kiss my ass.
No. Oh, okay.
That's hilarious,
That's
folks.
the news anchor there.